History and Science of the Kitchen. For more than 2 million years, early humans used tools to cut, pound, crush, and access new foods, including meat from large animals. Control of fire provided a new tool with several uses, including cooking, which led to a fundamental change in the early human diet. Cooking released nutrients in foods and made them easier to digest. The earliest hearths are at least 790,000 years old. Some researchers think cooking may reach back more than 1.5 million years. The ancient Chinese, who farmed rice as early as 6000 BC, mainly boiled or roasted over charcoal fires to cook. During the Han Dynasty, which ran from about 200 BC to 200 AD, the Chinese developed methods of food preparation, including drying meat and cooking, roasting and drying grains. Ancient cultures used some form of stone or brick oven fired with wood to bake bread. For the ancient Egyptians, the kitchen was an essential element of their home, palace, and temple. Their kitchen would contain various pots with 2 handles for cooking, plates, pans, pitchers, stone and clay urns, baskets to hold food, sieves, pestles for grinding, and vessels for storing water. People harvested ice and snow as early as 1000 BC. Ice was used to preserve food. There are written evidence that ancient Chinese, Jews, Greeks, and Romans used to do this. Around 400 BC, the Persians built a type of evaporative cooler called a yakshal. It cooled the air through the evaporation of water. It was made of a special mortar composed of sand, clay, egg whites, lime, goat hair, and ash, which acted as an insulator. Historically, kitchens weren't luxurious, and unlike today's kitchen, they were not rooms where people wanted to spend time in. They definitely weren't rooms meant for hosting guests or entertaining. They were dark, messy, and busy places that were prone to catching fire. For these reasons, kitchens tended to be situated as far as possible from the social or private rooms in a home. The first written historical record of an oven being built was in 1490 in Alsace, France. This oven was made entirely of brick and tile, including the flue. The smoke and soot created from the fires were a huge problem until the 16th century, when chimneys became widely used in homes. With a chimney, smoke could be drawn up and out of a building, making it easier to breathe. In colonial America, people managed to bake with beehive-shaped brick ovens. They regulated the temperature by burning just the right amount of wood to ash, and then they tested the cavity by sticking their hands inside. The concept of mechanical refrigeration began when William Cullen, a Scottish doctor, observed that evaporation had a cooling effect in the 1720s. Around 1728, cast iron ovens began to be made. Count Rumford, also known as Benjamin Thompson, invented a working iron kitchen stove around 1800. British inventor James Sharp patented a gas oven in 1826, the first semi-successful gas oven to appear on the market. The first dishwasher was invented in America in 1850. The popularity of commercial refrigeration grew towards the end of the 19th century due to breweries. The first refrigerator was installed at a brewery in New York in 1870. By the turn of the century, nearly all breweries had a refrigerator. It was not until the late 1920s and early 1930s that electric ovens began to compete with gas ovens. Unfortunately, the technology and distribution of electricity needed to power them wasn't readily available yet. The housing boom and manufacturing advancements of post-World War II made a huge impact on the modern kitchen. The first commercially available microwave oven appeared in 1947. This oven bombards food with microwaves that make water molecules and other substances revolve and collide rapidly, which manifests as heat. Modern kitchens were being stocked with the latest processed foods and filled with many types of labor-saving electric appliances. Kitchens started to take up more square footage in the home. An open-plan concept spilled to other spaces. In the 1960s and 70s, the kitchen was becoming the heart for social activity. The kitchen was becoming quieter, cleaner, better organized, and easier to work in. By the 1980s, dishwashers were becoming popular in all kitchens. Modern refrigerators work very similarly to refrigerators over 100 years ago by evaporating fluids. Refrigerants, the liquid chemicals that are used to cool, evaporate at low temperatures. Our appliances are now finally catching up with our fast-paced, demanding lifestyles. Many stoves come available with a full slate of additional features, from self-clean and steam clean to convection oven settings. Other ranges have Wi-Fi capability, allowing you to control your stove from your phone. Microwave ovens heat food quickly and uniformly. Kitchen designs have unified cabinetry and coordinated finishes. The dishwasher is now the labor-saving device everyone wants to have after mealtime. Smart home technology with Alexa and her friends bring new levels of efficiency in appliance operation. The kitchen is now the place everyone wants to be in.